Hello everyone, Jenega Ejechen here again, and today I'm following up on Resident Evil, and this part is the best part yet. I want to thank you guys for the last two videos I've dropped. You guys have viewed it, you guys commented, you guys liked it. Thank you very very much for your support. And please, if you guys think that this video resonates with you, please do share it. That's the way it could reach more people because of these movies are telling us everything before they happen. Imagine that they are telling us everything. They are doing it in such a way that you could be able to visualize how it's going on. But let me tell you the truth. The truth is actually stranger than fiction. Yes, why I said the truth is stranger than fiction is because yeah, they are trying to tell they're telling us in fiction format, right? Hmm? But the real truth, when you hear the real truth, when you see the real, it is more stranger than what you guys are saying. Now it looks bad. Wait till you see the real thing that they actually do. So now we starting with this new part, and this part is beautiful. Check it out.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tijuana was a setback. But Joy still represents the future of this company. For most of its history, Umbrella's been a contractor for the US government. But if we're gonna survive, we have to look elsewhere. Outward, to the people. That's why you put me in charge.
But I understand Dr. Wesker wants to suspend this project.
Oh, you heard wrong.
So, guys, in a fictional city called Tijuana, they had a setback, and that setback is not a setback. It was released, like it got out of control. They couldn't control it anymore. They couldn't control the disease. They couldn't control it. So, what did they do? People died. A lot of people died. And what did they do? They burnt everything to the ground, including those who are infected, including those who are not infected. They just burnt everything and swept it under the rug, and the media stayed silent. What did they do? They rebranded. Went to another city, new everything, new staffs, new people. They just change and they deal with the consequences later. And now they're talking to each other about it. They're telling each other about it. They're not lying to each other. That's why she said, "I'm not going to lie to you. It was a setback. Tijuana was a setback." They tell each other the truth. But they come in front of the cameras and they say something different to us later in the future. That's exactly how it's done in real life. That's exactly how I believe it is done. If you guys notice Event 201 in 2019 and what happened in 2020, we all know what happened in 2020. It followed the script of Event 201, if not exactly, but at least it was something that should raise an eyebrow on everybody's head. That's what I keep saying. That's why I keep doing all these videos. That's why I keep telling all these people. So these guys don't lie to each other. They tell each other the truth. They tell each other the truth, but they say different things to us, and what do? We just keep believing them. We just keep believing them, and that's why the cycle, continues. That's why it keeps continuing. So they understand that there was a setback, right? And we're going to get into that setback.
Prescribed in the correct dosage, Joy can be a miracle pill. But the drug contains a derivative of the T virus, a pathogen we originally developed for the American military. That project was ill-fated. And while we thought we'd solved the problem, in larger doses, the viral load not only activates the T virus, it becomes transmissible, usually through a bite.
These guys are listing out all the atrocities they committed over the years. Like, when they meet each other, they tell each other the truth. It could be a miracle drug. But, you see that but? It's a big but. A very, very big one that cost everyone dearly. It cost the whole world dearly. In the series, though, it's a fictional series, so everything we're discussing here is all fiction. It's all fiction. YouTube, you are hearing, is all fiction. It's all fiction. Don't touch the video. Okay. So, as the story goes, you can see Dr. Wesker actually has a problem with it. Because if you notice, when he said it was a pathogen they actually developed for the military, and it was ill-fated, the way he looked at the woman, at the leader, and the woman actually looked back at him. It was like the woman, you don't want him to say it. She did not want him to say it, but she was like, like, keep the volume on that. Don't talk too much about it. Because of these guys are on the table, they don't know everything. They don't know everything. They just tell them just the few key points, but they don't know everything. They don't know how much damage these guys has done. Although they like Tijuana, they know about that, but like the process and they know nothing about the science part. All these guys are after is the money and the power and the control that comes with whatever these guys are doing on whatever experiments they're doing. So if you guys are seeing that they talk about this, and they still want to go through with it, the next part will really, really blow your mind.
This is what happens when you overdose on joy. The subject becomes desiccated, violent. For rats, it takes a few hours. For humans, 3 days. But the end is always the same. The T virus makes monsters.
Okay guys, I want you to remember this is all fiction. Don't think too much about it. So, we've all seen the reaction after they've introduced the problem, and the problem was the T. Now the reaction on the rat. You guys have seen the reaction on the rat, and that is a monster. It's created a monster. That rat is no longer a rat, it's a monster. It's something else entirely. But how are they going to sell this? It should be stopped, right? That's what it should. No, there is no way. You can see the woman wearing white. If you guys go back to that video, when the woman saw the rat, the woman had to confront. She had to come forward and check that with what was my eyes seeing. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. What's the meaning of this? But these guys, they think differently. They think differently. They don't think like you and me. I don't know. It's like there's no humanity in them at all. Like they're a different breed. They're a different species of human being entirely. I can't comprehend. But these guys have a big problem. And Dr. Wesker was actually prepared because he wants the project to be suspended. He wants it to be stopped, at least so that you can have a cure for it in case something like that happens. But these guys are so bent on profit. They are so bent on profit. You guys who watch in the next part, they are so bent on profit.
Joy could be a billion-dollar drug, but we need to delay the launch until we can stabilize it.
Well, I don't see this as a problem.
Wait, you say don't see that as a problem?
It's an opportunity. Yes, we need to rethink joy. That gives us a chance to make it better.
Like I said before, guys, these people don't think like you and me. They think very different. It is all about profits. If you are not making profits, these guys do not want to have anything to do with you. So if you notice, the lady was like, she has no problem with it, that she sees it as an opportunity. She has no, that's why the man in, I don't know, in suit, next to the woman in white, said, you don't see that as a problem. Are you sure you don't see that as a problem? Because if I see it as a problem, of course, he clearly sees it as a problem. I'm pretty sure you guys also see it as a problem because it is a problem. It is a very, very big problem. Who would want to look like that? Who would want to look? That's why I'm telling people that we don't actually know what was inside the stuff that we were giving people in 2020, 2019, and 2020, 2021, and 2022. We don't actually know because only God knows what happened in the clinical trials. Only God knows if they even actually tested it. We don't know. We don't know. We can't just take everything they tell us. And now what are we seeing? SADs everywhere. To the extent that people are actually complaining, and some people are actually making the assumption that it is climate change, that climate change is to blame. Really? Really? I mean, that's stupid. Have you gotten to that point now? Okay, yes, yeah. Suddenly, right? There was a documentary I was watching. There's a lady, and that lady, she actually killed a baby, right? If you guys follow my Rumble channel, you'll notice I actually play it a lot. She killed a baby. But when she killed the baby, she was being questioned by the cops. And when she was being questioned by the cops, she was trying to deflect from the question that she didn't kill the baby, but she did. The baby don't just die. That's what a woman cop said, a woman policeman. She said that babies don't just die. People don't just die. That's my problem. That's my assumption. She said it that babies don't just die. Same thing I'm going to say here too. People don't just die. People don't just die. No. Something has to trigger it. Something has to cause it. And these guys don't know what... They brought out SADs. They brought out climate change. And you expect people to just believe that? It is... Their thinking is different. And the next part, on the next video, because I'm going to cut the video short, it's over 10 minutes. And I don't want it to be too long. So, on the next video, we're going to discuss something crazy. Because of this woman here. Oh my God, Jesus. That woman who was in charge, she said something that I believe it. If it is real, then we need to stop watching television forever. If it is real, we might need to stay out of social media forever, because I just hope it's not something real, and I just hope it has not actually been developed in real life because of this fictional stuff. Some of them are actually coming true these days. Look at The Simpsons, for example. It has predicted a lot of stuff. It has predicted a lot, and it's still predicting more and more. So guys, I want to thank you guys for sticking with me down to this point. I want to thank you guys for, liking, subscribing, sharing the videos. It's actually helping this channel. And you guys, most of you have not actually subscribed. Please do do subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel. And I will keep putting out more content. I'll be putting out short content now. You guys have checked out the last short content I made. I made that this morning. I was not really sure about it, but I decided that I'm going to make a short content, and it's actually worked. So thank you guys for checking that out. And also don't forget to check out my Rumble channel, because that's the only place we can go for complete censorship-free platform, and we need full censorship-free. So Rumble is the place for us to go. So don't forget to check out my Rumble channel, and don't also forget to talk to people about this. Don't forget to talk to people, talk to each other about this. We need to keep talking to each other. And also, don't forget to check out Sounds of Freedom. If you guys haven't checked out Sounds of Freedom, please do check out Sounds of Freedom. It is very, very important that we do, and it is very, very important we bring awareness to something like that. So, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very, very